Good morning, students. Today we are starting the preparations for the scholarship examination conducted by Maharashtra State Board for the pre-secondary section, that is for 8th standard. Let us examination pattern. The exam will be for two papers, that is paper 1 or paper 2. Each paper will carry 150 marks and the time duration for each paper will be 1 hour 30 minutes. That is 90 minutes for solving 75 questions, or in other words 1 minute for one question, so 75 minutes for 75 questions and 15 minutes grace period to review and recheck the questions solved or any questions left out. The paper 1 will be of first language, that is English and mathematics. The English paper will carry 75 questions having 50 marks, and mathematics paper will have 50 questions carrying 100 marks. The second paper will be of third language, that is Marathi. Marathi paper will have 25 questions carrying 50 marks, and intelligent test will have 50 questions carrying 100 marks. Here is the difficulty level of questions. The easy questions mostly from the already syllabus which you have studied till 7th standard. So from 75 questions you can expect 30%, that is almost 22 questions of a easy type. The medium question level will be broadly from the syllabus of 8th standard which you will study this year. These are the 40% questions. 40% means around 30 questions will come from the 8th standard syllabus, and the difficulty level or difficult question will be mostly from the 9th standard syllabus, which is a part of your scholarship exam syllabus. It will carry 30% weightage, or 30% of the total questions will come from the, or 30% questions will be of a difficult type. The most important thing of this exam is that though it is a multiple choice question, all about 20% of the questions will have two correct options. So the exam will be of a multiple choice with a multiple choice options, or it is a multiple choice question, each question having a 4 options, but 20% questions will have 2 correct options. Now it is obligatory to mark both the correct options. If a student marks one correct option, then that answer will be treated as wrong. So remember here students, you have to tick both the correct options for these questions. Now let us discuss the syllabus for mathematics. Mathematics is broadly divided into 7 sections with the weightage as given. The first section is number work. It has a 6% weightage, and it is divided into natural number, whole number, integers, the rational and irrational, and operations on these numbers, even, odd, prime, twin prime, co-prime, composite numbers, additive inverse and multiplicative inverse, and number line. So if you look at the pattern, the rational numbers and additive inverse and multiplicative inverse are mostly covered in 7th standard. The natural number, whole number, integer you will learn in 8th standard, but the operations on rational number will be a part of 9th standard syllabus. operation on numbers. So it will have 14% weightage in the overall syllabus. Out of that, major part, that is HCF and LCM indices and direct proportion, inverse proportion, including statistics, you have already learned. The next level of this will be taught in 8th standard, and the difficult part will be from the 9th standard syllabus. The third section is geometry. Till now you were studying only the mathematics, and geometry is part of the your single book. From 9th standard onwards you will have algebra and geometry as a two separate subject. So geometry will be extensively taught in 9th and 10th standard, which you will prepare for this scholarship exam in 8 itself. So whatever you studied here for the scholarship exam will help you not only in 8th standard but in 9th standard and going forward in the 10th standard. Next chapter or next section is mensuration. It carries 20% weightage, and this is the most important part of the syllabus, because it is not just to score the marks, but it forms a part of our regular lifestyle. Whosoever want to study in engineering stream, this is the this will help him to a large extent in understanding the subjects in the later part. The mensuration includes 7. You have learned the perimeter and area, okay, for a square and rectangle and triangle. Now 8th standard you will learn about the surface area and volumes of the cubes and cylinders and cone, and based on that certain extensive work or extensive studies you have to do in the 9th standard, and it will continue even in the 10th standard. So this is important section of mathematics which will build interest for you for your higher study. Statistics, you have learnt the bar chart and joint chart. 8th and 9th, it is an easy one. The subject is easier. Okay, only thing is that it is a bit time consuming to answer, though the questions are easy. It takes time to answer the questions. So usually while doing or while solving the exam, it is recommended to keep this part for the later to the end of the exam, so that once you finish your all questions, this having a 6% weightage means almost 2 or 3 questions will be on statistics. We recommend or we suggest the students to keep these questions to be solved in the last 15 minutes. Applied mathematics is a subject they or the syllabus they have added here. You will learn compound interest in 8th standard and financial planning in 9th standard. This chapter or this section is of interest to those who are going to choose a banking or financial uh, institutions as their career.